All right. Good morning. Today is July 9th, 2020, Thursday. Very tight range today. 40.61, 40.99. That's it. That's the overnights. Really drawn in. We've got two contract sell going on here. See if we can go to at least the low and press through it. So we've set up a 25 on a 1R or half R, and then Gann signal is actually 39.90 today, so that's what we'll go after. Call it 39.91.
Completing the construction of the building, fired up home. You choose to
So we set up a 2 contract sell. It's set up for 25 and it would have been 50. We'll hold the Gann signal. If this first one gets knocked out, we're going to move this one down to the Gann signal here at 3993. And if both get knocked out, then we'll just lick our wounds.
We have trained our first range pig. This military unit has proven themselves. From the experience they have gained in combat, they are eligible to be added.
I'm debating between 4084 and 4083. I think it will just hold where we are. We'll come in on the other contract, take a less of a loss. Now we'll hold that. That's what we'll hold. All right, we're going to get one off at break even now. Move the second one down to take less of a loss. All right, so we're going to take break even on both. And we've been in this trade an awful long time. We could just go here and go all the way back up. I'm watching this over here. I want to see it break through right through here. Okay, we see a volume spike right there. Shit. Alright, so we want to get one off it. Guess we got two coming. So we got the first one off at 1.5p. And we're trying to get the second one off at the Gann signal, which is 39.90 right now. Okay, let's use this plus 3. Be six. We'll go 67. That's how we'll set this one up. All right, we'll collect 10. We'll collect 10 on this one. So 390, 39.90 is what we're looking for. Yeah, we'll come 39.91. So basically, I'm going to be bracketing. Oh, you know what? Let's hold 39.90, but we're bracketing $40 a barrel to 39.90. That's our Gann signal. That's the magic number that Gann would talk about. 137.5 degree angle from the open today brings it down to 39.90. If this one gets filled, we're going to have to hit our cancel button because I screwed up the order entry movement on the other side of this. All right, so let's go ahead and protect that swing right there. 4063. Go one tick off of it now. All right, now we will protect one tick under. All right, let's move to 2 under. Looking at that S1 line and a reversal. Going back to pivot. This might be all she wrote to the down. Alright, that got to 40.60. Go one tick over that at 40.62. Will still be a nice winning trade, but this is the turtle part of my trade right now, so I'm trying to give it a little bit of room, but not too much. I believe the market can move 1.5p my favor when I'm in a trade. That was the 40.51. That's the belief that the market can move 1.5p from entry point. That's what you saw right there on the opening trade. And you also saw the other side of that where I was protecting a 7 to 8 ticks. I guess it was 8 ticks, and then we were protecting the settlement line, believing that if it got through settlement, it was going through the high. So that was what the reasoning behind why I was okay with getting out in front of the settlement line, because I thought if we'd go up, we were going to go through the high, and then I would look for maybe another shorting opportunity on one contract above the high, knowing around 41.08 is where I thought the market could go up to. So it looks like this will pull out about 38 altogether, 39, somewhere in there. And we were risking at time of entry 7 plus 21, 39 divided by 21. So I'll end up, let me clear out all the rest of the trades, make sure there's nothing outstanding. It didn't want to head back down from here. Now it doesn't mean it won't go down. It just was a line in the sand that I didn't want it to go over. I figured if it goes here, it goes to pivot. It maybe runs, well, not maybe, about it. So it pushed the low today. Most likely it'll push the high now. So I don't really want to be involved in it again. I'm okay with being up 39 ticks. Roughly from entry point today was about a 2.2 to 1. So we got about 2 to 1. I guess I could have got more down here. Obviously I could be too close on the second contract and holding 64 right now. You're always going to second guess yourself when you get knocked out. I mean, 64 would have been my line in the sand. So, you know, if it runs 64, then I've got to think that I would get out. All right, it did run 64 right there. So that's one tick above this now. It's difficult when you're in a winning trade and you got that trailer. Where do you put it at? Where do you put that stop at? Do you let it go all the way back here with less profit in a very low volatile market? Now, obviously, if this was a higher volatility market, you'd have a lot more profit on the table. You'd be taking on a lot more risk. But my rabbit, I'd been out roughly at 1.5p again today. Most likely, if I didn't get out on the 25 ticks hit, I would have come out on this movement right through here. I would have come out on the gold line roughly, maybe taking 3 ticks less, and got 21 while risking about 8 today. 21 by 8. It's about 2.63 on 1. That's kind of how I would have set it up. Regardless, I'd be, you know, do you want to hold it up here? Not really. Not on low volatility. You want to see the market, you know, you want to see it push. And most likely what's going to happen now in my humble opinion, humbly speaking, we might even see this stair stepping its way up. Maybe it breaks back down and then it goes back up, something like that. You know, I mean, that could easily be done today. I think the 4108 up there is on target right now to run that up there. Definitely coming back to pivot though. When in doubt, the market's going to be like a magnet and reach back up to pivot. So me taking where I was instead of here, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take that because I believe the market is turning right here based upon the volume back here. This is highest volume in the day right now. So your buy above line now, let's get that in. It's roughly right in here. Secondarily, looking at pivot, it's just not the way I'm going to take on this trade with low volatility. I'm gonna find the exit door. Now I could have taken out plus 50 today. Y'all saw that on the trade itself. But that's your open strategy. You gotta pick a side sometimes. What I looked at, honestly, it was what momentum was telling me. Here's my highs. So I was taking this side. I guess the gold line, we're going like this. And then we're doing this at the time of trade. So I felt as though we had some down push with momentum. You got to take a side, right? So the side to take today with momentum, that's Momo, is to take the downside. Now what happens the rest of the day? I have no idea. I'm not going to worry about it though. I'm going to take my 39 ticks and I'm going to bank it. Finish the day at 3402 on day 8. I'm going to go ahead and print this off for the winning trade. Now it's coming down. Go figure. Just don't know. You can second guess yourself to the second day of Sunday. Is that even a thing? But you can second guess yourself over and over again. How far? Is this a trap? Is this a bear trap right here? I have no idea. I just know in my plan, you know, I don't want to take on this trade. The best chance for this market to run with momentum was when we were in it. Now maybe coming back a little bit was okay. Getting above this line right there, maybe I hold above. I still think I'm out because I would have switched to the 100 bar line there towards the end. And I would have not taken that. Definitely not taking this up here. I'm not going to take the full risk of this trade when we already ran the lows. Because the tendency in the market is when it doesn't know what to do, it'll run the high, it'll run the low. Excuse me, it'll run the low, it'll run the high. That's just something you'll see over and over and over again. when the market doesn't know what to do. Of course, now it's proven me wrong. Is it going to be a double bottom here? Is it going to continue to push down? Are we going to have a momentum-driven day and the market just takes off down? All those things could be on the table. I just wish it would do it when you're in it. That's just the way I'm going to handle low volatility, though. I'm not going to allow the market to retrace too much on me in low volatility, knowing that the market could run the highs and the lows and do whatever it wants to do in any given day. So what we'll do is we'll just stop this video here. I'll check in with you a little bit later, see how the market finished up today. All right, you're always going to second guess yourself. I wanted some profit on the day, but I could have had a lot more. You just, unfortunately, you don't know when the market's going to extend in low volatility. Was there another opportunity to get in? I don't know. It sure looked like when I was coming out of the trade it was going to go back up here, though. It didn't look like it was done. It looked like it was done going down at that point for a while. And is there another, maybe when I'm coming out, maybe this is the point where you can come back in. I don't know. It didn't look so good at that point. Now the market obviously went down considerably, closing in on that Gann number that we talked about, 39.90. Be interested to see if that gets run today. You know, still had a nice winning trade today. You're always going to second guess yourself. How are you going to, you know, this one coming out right there, that was looking pretty strong at that point. Was there another chance to re-enter with one? Maybe. Maybe up here when the market couldn't break through. Maybe there was another chance to re-enter on one. Take a 7-tick hit up to here. So I honestly, I thought the market could at least get up to the 83 mark again. And the stock indexes are mixed. Nasdaq's up, Dow's down, S&P 500's down. They're not down a lot. So there's some people wanting to make some money today, I guess, on the short side. I don't know. Not going to catch it all, though. You know, you get close sometimes. I mean, this is our exit. So you're always going to second guess. So here's where I'm getting out. It's 61, and if I held 67, so if I was willing to give up to there, I would have made, instead of 39, been 33. It's doable. So there's 40, 39.90 is that target that I was talking about, the Gann signal. You're seeing lots of, the 5 is actually in play right now. I'm not going to take it, but it's in play. Got 3992. Basically, I'd bracket right here to 40.02 right now. 40.02. All right, so it's taking me out. 39.90. And that's your Gann number. I'd be perfectly fine with getting that. So that would have been a nice win today. If I'd have known it wanted to go, if it would have informed me a little bit earlier, I could have taken that. That would have been the target that I'd have been after today. 39.90. I'd be all out, expecting a retracement now. If you'd just known ahead of time it wanted to play, right? I think we got in at, we're up here at 76. And the target at 39.90. And then the 25 ticks with the first. Maybe that gives you the ability to hold break even. I guess that's about the only thing I can think of right now that I could have done differently. I would feel more comfortable on a series of 3 contracts doing that. Taking 2 off at plus 25 today, and then holding that third one at break even. That's how I would handle when I really trade. I like doing the series of 3 contracts. What I like to do normally on 3 contracts, the best way to handle it is 2 off at 1.5p, and then you let the other one float on your turtle on the break even. And then that allows you to hit this target here. So that would have been plus 50 on 2, and then your third contract would have, let's see, your 76 and 90. 40, 76 minus 3990, been 86. Total of, what is that, 136 on 3. That would have been your total profit target right there, about 136 or 1,360 on a series of 3. That's how I would handle this trade if I had, wasn't it Top Step Trader. With low volatility, you can't trade. I can't trade 3 contracts on the 30K. I can trade up to 2 in the scaling plan that they have. And you really don't want to be trading 3 on the 30K anyway. You're just going to run into your stop loss really quick when you're wrong. Down to S3. This what I've given. I don't. Would I have taken this? Maybe. Would I have been happy right here? Yes. I would have been out, knowing the market could reverse at any given time. But it's obviously a down day. It went nice downward movement. There was a whole dollar in there today. Right now you see it at 76. So there was a whole dollar movement today available. Honestly, with low volatility today, if I didn't get out at 90 and allowed it to float, that would have been it right there. I would have taken a 100 tick move and been extremely excited about the day. So this is probably where I went out, but if I floated it and held this line here, which is something I would do, hold that 40.02 up here and float it and see if we can get lower. That's a possibility if I have if I got plus 50 on the table and this is coming here in the 40.02 from 39, the 39.92, something I would definitely consider. But I'd be all out at 100 ticks though, definitely. I would be extremely excited on low volatility being able to grab 100 ticks. I mean, we're looking at a movement that's 1.36, so that's asking the market to do a lot. So we physically, if you're looking at how far that market went down, it went down 6p today. It's a low volatile movement, but it went down 6p based upon where we are in relation, looking back 9 days. The volatility, instead of being like, a few months ago, this was at what, 6, 7, 8, 6, I think, 5, 6. Now we're down 1.36 and able to trade 2 contracts. Just makes you wonder, right? Looking at the 10-minute chart, why they couldn't let you know that was what's going to happen. So in 10 minutes, this is what it looks like, right? On your bar charts. If they just will let you in on the information, boom, down it goes. And now you see where it's making a move up, and where we talked about getting that 100 ticks, 39.90 to 30. That's where I'd have come out. I'd have been out at 39.90. If I did float it, I would have taken 100 ticks and got it the hell out of Dodge. I'd be extremely happy on that movement. Need more contracts, you need more. But, our goal right now is to pass step 2 and move on to pro-funded, grab that $5,000 of free money, and then go do our own thing. All right, Dave Night out. This is David at 123 Day Trade. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. That's going to do it for me. I would be done. I wouldn't take the long. I mean, would you take the long? No, I'm not going to trade. I'm not going to buy under S2. Just not going to do it. That's one of my rules. It's one of my cardinal rules. No buying below S2. All right, bye for now.